Hello folks, are you a fan of epic battles, fierce warriors, and breathtaking action sequences? If so, you're in for a treat. Today, I'm excited to share with you the top 10 best samurai and martial arts movies that are sure to fascinate you. From classic Japanese samurai films to modern-day action-packed blockbusters, this list has got it all. Before jumping into the list, make sure to like this video and subscribe to STOLIS YouTube channel.
I'm looking for someone who was sold to you. A half-breed.
First, I would like to talk about number 1, 47 Ronin, released in 2013. The IMDb rating of this movie is 6.2. It's feudal Japan, and a group of 47 samurai warriors, led by their master, Lord Asano, are living the good life, serving their shogun and defending their land. But things take a turn when a wicked sorcerer named Mizuki comes to town and starts causing trouble. Mizuki sets his sights on Lord Asano and tricks him into a fight, which ends up getting the Lord killed. Now, the 47 Ronin are left without a master and without a purpose, and they decide to seek revenge against Mizuki and avenge their fallen lord. But revenge is no easy feat, especially when Mizuki has supernatural powers and an army of demons at his command. The Ronin must band together and embark on a dangerous quest to defeat Mizuki and restore honor to their fallen lord. With breathtaking action scenes, stunning visuals, and a cast of talented actors, this is a thrilling adventure. Number 2, Ip Man series, first came out in 2008, and this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 8. The Ip Man movie series is a thrilling martial arts epic that tells the story of the legendary Wing Chun master, Ip Man. The first movie, released in 2008, is set during the Japanese occupation of China in the 1930s. Ip Man must use his incredible martial arts skills to protect his family and his community from the brutal Japanese soldiers who have invaded their city. The second movie, released in 2010, takes place during the Second Sino-Japanese War and sees Ip Man traveling to Hong Kong to start a new life. The third movie, released in 2015, is set in the 1950s and follows Ip Man as he faces off against a group of ruthless gangsters. The fourth and final movie, released in 2019, sees Ip Man facing his greatest challenge yet, a fight against his most formidable opponent, the American boxer, Mike Tyson. Overall, the Ip Man series is a thrilling, emotional, and action-packed saga that celebrates the legacy of one of the greatest martial artists of all time. Number 3, The Last Samurai, came out in 2003. The IMDb rating of this movie is 7.8. It follows the story of Captain Nathan Algren, a disillusioned American Civil War veteran who has become an alcoholic and is haunted by his past. He is hired by a Japanese businessman to train the Imperial Army in modern warfare techniques in order to suppress the samurai rebellion against the Imperial rule. But things take a turn when Algren is captured by the samurai, led by Katsumoto, and he starts to understand the samurai's way of life and code of honor, known as Bushido. As he spends more time with the samurai, he begins to see them not as enemies but as fellow warriors fighting for their beliefs and culture. This is a captivating and emotional journey that explores themes of culture clash, honor, and the struggle for identity. Number 4, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, released in 2021. And this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.4. Shang-Chi is a guy who grew up thinking his dad was just a regular businessman. But it turns out his dad is actually the leader of a powerful organization called the Ten Rings. The Ten Rings have been around for centuries and they have some seriously magical powers. Shang-Chi decides to run away from his dad and live a normal life. But his past catches up with him when his sister sends some bad guys to try and take him back to the Ten Rings. Shang-Chi ends up teaming up with his friend Katie to try and stop his dad from doing some really evil stuff with the Ten Rings. Overall, this is a really fun and exciting addition to the Marvel Universe with plenty of action and heart. Definitely worth checking out. Number 5, 13 Assassins, released in 2010. The IMDb rating of this movie is 7.5. The story begins with a noble samurai named Shinziman who is tasked with assembling a team of assassins to take down a vicious and sadistic lord named Naritsugu. This guy is so evil that even his own family is scared of him. Shinziman gathers a ragtag group of samurai, each with their own unique skills and personalities to carry out this dangerous mission. They know it's a suicide mission, but they are willing to sacrifice their lives for the greater good of the people. The stage is set for an epic showdown as the 13 assassins ambush Naritsugu's army on a remote mountain pass. What follows is an intense and bloody battle. The action is non-stop, with swords clashing, arrows flying, and explosions everywhere. Number 6, Kill Bill Volumes, released in 2001 and 2003, and this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 8.2. The movie follows a badass woman named the Bride, who wakes up from a coma after being left for dead by her former team of assassins. And boy, is she pissed. The Bride, played by Uma Thurman, sets out on a mission of revenge to track down and kill every member of her old crew, including her former boss Bill. What makes this movie so awesome is the way it's filmed. The action scenes are intense and brutal, but also somehow beautifully choreographed. And the soundtrack is killer. You won't be able to get those tunes out of your head for days. Overall, Kill Bill Volume 1 is a must-see for any action movie fan. It's got everything: revenge, violence, humor, and a killer soundtrack. And trust me, you won't be disappointed by the epic conclusion to the Bride story in Volume 2, released in 2004. So grab some popcorn and get ready for a wild ride.
You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you?
Number 7, The Karate Kid, released in 2010. The IMDb rating of this movie is 6.2. The movie follows a 12-year-old boy named Dre Parker, who moves from Detroit to Beijing with his mother for her work. As a fish out of water, Dre struggles to adjust to his new surroundings, especially when he encounters a group of bullies who are skilled in martial arts. One day, Dre meets his apartment building's maintenance man, Mr. Han, who is also a martial arts master. Mr. Han takes Dre under his wing and teaches him kung fu to help defend himself against the bullies. However, their training goes beyond just physical moves. Mr. Han also teaches Dre important life lessons, such as patience and self-control. This is a coming-of-age story that will leave you feeling inspired and empowered.
I don't want to be scared anymore.
Life will knock us down.
Number 8, The Wolverine, released in 2013, and this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.7. This movie is all about our favorite grumpy mutant, Logan, as he travels to Japan and finds himself caught up in a whole new adventure. Logan's healing powers are put to the test as he faces new enemies and challenges. He's approached by a Japanese man named Yashida, whom he saved during World War II, and is offered a chance to say goodbye to his immortality. But, of course, it's never that simple. Logan soon finds himself fighting off Yakuza gangs and ninja assassins, all while trying to protect Yashida's granddaughter, Mariko. Mariko is caught in the middle of a dangerous power struggle within her own family, and Logan takes it upon himself to keep her safe. As Logan gets deeper into this mess, he discovers more about his own past and is forced to confront his inner demons. Overall, this is a thrilling and action-packed adventure, and it's definitely a must-watch for any superhero fan.
Is that all the men you brought?
Your grandfather called me a Ronin. Samurai without a master.
Number 9, Mulan, released in 2020. The IMDb rating of this movie is 5.7. This epic tale follows the journey of a young Chinese woman named Hua Mulan, who disguises herself as a man to take her ailing father's place in the army. As she trains and fights alongside her fellow soldiers, Mulan discovers her inner strength and battles against impossible odds to save her country from an invading army led by a powerful witch. But Mulan's journey is not just about fighting on the battlefield. It's also about finding her true self and embracing her identity. Along the way, she faces challenges and setbacks, but her determination and courage inspire everyone around her. The movie boasts stunning visuals, breathtaking fight scenes, and a talented cast led by Liu Yifei as Mulan. With a perfect blend of action, drama, and heart, this movie will keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish.
We see in Mulan.
And on very last, number 10, Mortal Kombat, released in 2021. And this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.1. If you're into fighting and martial arts, you'll love this movie. It's all about a group of warriors from different realms who come together to fight in a tournament called the Mortal Kombat. The winner gets to claim the title of champion and rule over all the realms. The movie is filled with epic fight scenes and the special effects are on point. You'll see the characters use their unique powers and abilities to defeat their opponents. There are some seriously gnarly fatalities too. If you're a fan of the video games, you'll love seeing your favorite characters come to life on the big screen. The characters are all so different and each one has their own personality and backstory. My favorites are Liu Kang, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero. They're all super cool and bring their own unique style to the tournament.
I'm Liu Kang.
Well, now here are a couple of bonus movies for you. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, released in 2014.
Shredder.
Snake Eyes, released in 2021.
Is your destiny.
Well friends, this was the whole video, and if you enjoyed it and want to support us, the easiest way is to like the video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more top 10 lists and more entertaining content. See you in the next video.